Hi, Collective. Welcome to Truth Heals 1111. My name is Chloe. I am going to be your tarot card reader, your spiritualist, your seer, your visionary. I love each and every one of you. Thank you for watching my channel. I know today's Tuesday. It's the 9/9 portal energy. I just want to do a quick check-in with you. Let's see where we are all at. I'm going to put my energy into this, so if I pull my cards and it resonates with you, or I'm pulling your cards and it's resonating with whatever, we're only going to take what resonates, leave the rest behind, and what doesn't what doesn't apply, we are going to let it fly. I hope each and every one of you are living your best life. Too much love, and I send prayers to you and your family of health, prosperity, wealth, growth, abundance, stability. And please pray for me and my family, that we experience the same thing. We are all destined for greatness. So I did pray over the cards. I did cleanse my energy, and we are just going to tap right in. If you're on my Facebook, Instagram, TikTok channel, thank you for watching me. Thank you for listening to me and supporting me. Again, you can just like and subscribe if you want to. I have a lot going on anyway, so as long as you're just watching, you can pull the message that you need to pull. That's my purpose. Spirit ancestors most high, please give me the truth and clarity that I can see through what I need to see. I use my body and my eyes as a vessel. Spirits, what do you have for the collective? What is in the collective energy? For your first card, I have the Four of Cups. Hold on. Let me... Four of Cups. What is the Four of Cups? Ace of Swords. Seven of Wands in reverse. What else, Spirit? Eight of Swords in reverse. Seven of Swords and Nine of Swords in reverse. Okay, so collective, you could have been in a pivotal point in your life, right? Where some sort of truth and clarity was, something came to light. Remember, what is done in the dark will always come to light, right? Because this sort of truth and clarity you experience, it's causing you, whether this is past, present, or future, it's causing you to really take a step back and take a look at things from a different perspective. Again, this is a pivotal point in your life right now. With the Seven of Wands, Eight of Swords, seven, and they're both in reverse. You could have found yourself in a situation in which you seven, eight, seven. Something about those numbers. So make sure you Google the angel number 787 to understand what that means. Seven of Wands in reverse, Eight of Swords, Seven of Swords. Oh wee. What is in this spirit? It's a spirit of delusion. Delusional. You're delusional. Illusions, magic. Something with magic. David Blaine magic. magic. You're being locked into the water. Being locked into the water. Water can stand for emotions. Being locked into your emotions. Something had you trapped in, feeling like you were locked into your emotions. You couldn't break free out of your emotions. Uh, Eight of Swords. Something kept you blinded from the truth. Uh, People kept you blinded from the truth. Certain people. People you called love. People you love. People you called a lover. Kept you blinded from the truth. Um, it makes you upset. It makes you angry. It makes you mad. This bee, I can't believe this bee would do. What? You tripping. Seven of Swords, Nine of Swords. Revenge. Somebody wants revenge. Somebody wants revenge. Somebody wants to retaliate. What? What you got going on? Sisters, brothers, what do you got going on? What is this? It makes you upset. It puts you in your emotions. You can't believe, or you see it. It's hard to believe something happened, that people would portray you, portray. People portrayed themselves. And it kept you delusional, kept you illusions, magic, something. What is this? Claustrophobic. Are you claustrophobic? You feeling like everything around you is like like you can't breathe or something? I don't know. What is this? What am I reading? High Priestess. Okay. Let me tap in. Collective, I'm going to try to pull in this energy as best as I can. This is a tough one. Four of Cups. Ace of Swords. So you're holding back. You found out some truth and clarity. Seven of Wands. You don't want to fight. Eight of Swords. You're not blinded by the truth. You're not blinded by the betrayal. Seven of Swords. You are looking back at the actions of the past. Nine of Swords. And the High Priestess. You are coming out of a stage of wanting to feel hurt, the regret, the resentments, the anger, listening to your intuition. Something about your intuition is telling you to do something, pulling you, pushing you to do something. What is, I'm seeing sunflowers as well. Where am I seeing sunflowers? What is this High Priestess spirit? Show me High Priestess. Oh, wait. Listen, y'all ain't about to come up here and play with me. Stop. It's gonna come out. We can be here all night doing this. Somebody doesn't want me to say something. Somebody doesn't want me to. What? Temperance. Somebody doesn't want to bring balance to a situation, to a High Priestess. Somebody doesn't want somebody to have balance. Somebody wants somebody wants another person that knows the truth and the clarity of the situation to not fight for something, to be blinded by the confusion, to not look back at the past, to just fork things, smooth things over with the High Priestess and bringing that balance again. Somebody wants balance of a situation from the past. Somebody wants to balance out a situation from the past. Five of Wands, Queen of Wands. Somebody brought a lot of conflict and confusion A Queen of Wands brought a lot of conflict and confusion. Queen of Wands brought people to fight together? What? Okay, let me see. Queen of Wands, what did you do? What did the Queen of... let's eliminate. Let me see, because this is about a Queen of Wands. Who... Baby, the Queen of Wands, you disturb the peace. Okay. Cinco de Bastos. 5. Queen of Wands. What's up with October? The month of October. Queen of Wands. The month of October. Queen of Wands. The month of October. Queen of Wands. 5 of Wands. So Queen of Wands is bringing a lot of instability. A lot of... Queen of Wands is disturbing peace. Oh my god. Because the Queen of Wands is not peaceful. This is not a peaceful person. Queen of Wands to the Page of Wands sideways. Page of Wands sideways. What is the Page of Wands sideways, Spirit? Show me the Page of Wands sideways. The Knight of Wands upright. So there is a Queen of Wands who is in her head. He, him, take that as a resonate. They are going back and forth with their thoughts, especially about like, what are they going to do? What am I going to do? The direction. How is this going? How is this playing out? How is this going to work out for me? What's going to happen? What am I going to do? Knight of Wands. It's a Queen of Wands could be reaching out to, this is a female who's going to be reaching out to multiple men. Multiple men. Men. People. What is this? Sorry, somebody's birthday in the background. 7 of Pentacles. What is this? A Queen of Wands is going to be reaching out to multiple men for money. What is this for? Because the King of Swords that came out sideways is making a decision to leave or stay in a situation. So a Queen of Wands is reaching out to people, men in general, for money, because a King of Swords is indecisive of staying and going and leaving this Queen of Wands out in the cold. Oh boy. Okay, here we go with this nonsense. Oh my god. What is this card? 3 of Cups in reverse. This King of Swords does no longer want to work with this Queen of Wands with the 3 of Cups in reverse. This King of Swords does not want to celebrate, this person doesn't want to kick it with this person anymore. And so the Queen of Wands is reaching out to multiple people. Page of Swords. What? What is this Page of Swords in reverse? This is weird. To the Magician. Somebody's perception has changed about a Queen of Wands. I don't know who this person is, but somebody's perception has changed about another person. This is a masculine, feminine energy. Somebody's perception has changed. The Queen of Wands has brought some sort of arguments, mischievous dealings, just not peaceful. The Queen of Wands has actually disturbed the peace. And so now this King of Swords is looking at this Queen of Wands differently, whether or not to stay or go, but they are seeing something about this person. I don't know. This King of Swords is in the Magician energy, wanting to create. Let me see what this person wants to create. What does this King of Swords want to create? Spirit, show me what this person is. The Magician. What is this person manifesting? What is this person working on? Dang. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. The Five of Swords in reverse. The Five of Swords upright. The Three of Pentacles in reverse. And the King of Wands. Oh, Lord Jesus. Okay. So the King of Swords is manifesting getting away from this Queen of Wands. A lot of actions were taken. Whether they were right or wrong actions, this person is dealing with the consequences of their actions, right? And so they feel like being committed to this Queen of Wands has really led them to nothing but consequences. With the Five of Swords, as you can see, look, the Five of Swords, this was a lot of actions taken. The Five of Wands is it being brought to light. What was done in the dark has been brought into the light. The same Five of Swords somebody used here is the same Five of Wands that they are experiencing. Can we say, this came out in another reading of mine before, can we say you do reap what you sow? And then the King of Swords is standing is standing in his power. The King of Swords has seen what this Queen of Wands has done, has did. And now the King of Swords, that's very indecisive, is like stepping up. What? Okay, so let's see what this King of Swords, King of Wands energy. What's going on? We went from the Queen of Wands to the King of Wands. Yeah, this person, the Eight of Cups wants to walk away from this situation because it does not serve a purpose. This is 9/9 portal, which means that, truth, because of the eclipse and then the 9/9 portal, this means truth and clarity coming to light. And then this means the 9/9 portal is just closing out cycles altogether. And the Three of Wands. So the King of Wands is actually leaving an unhealthy commitment to the Queen of Wands because it's brought a lot of friction than peace. A lot of instead of being with somebody that's just gonna make you happy, it's almost like being with somebody that's just, like pissing you off. Like, why would you be with somebody that just makes you mad and pisses you off? But this King of Swords was committed to a Queen of Wands that Either they piss each other off or somebody pisses off the other person, but somebody makes the other person upset. Now I'm reading cards because I'm not tapping into none of this energy. I'm just going to read the cards as they may lay. I don't want to see none of that. This is just, no, this ain't it. Oh my God. So the Emperor in reverse, which is the King of Swords, who's standing back in their power, coming out as the Emperor in reverse, trying to control the situation that he's in right now, wants to bring balance to a lover's connection. Wants to bring balance to a love. This is the lovers, and this is balance. Okay, moving on. But there's a lot of unhappy memories here. So, because the Emperor in reverse trying to control the situation, this person created a lot of unhappiness in this dynamic as well. So the question is to the Queen of Wands and the King of Swords, the Emperor in reverse, same person, two people, I don't know. You need to, and if you're open to feedback, what part did you play in this situation? Because you're on my table. So I think all of you would have to take a look at what part did you play? What did you do? What did you didn't do? And under judgment. Oh Lord. So this is meant to happen. These people were supposed to experience something to learn a lesson from it. This is a whole lesson. So again, take a look at what part you played in the situation so you can learn the lesson. That way you don't have to repeat any more lessons like this. Oh, okay. I'm going to get out of this one because this is not what we are doing on a 9-9 portal. So, cycle's closing. Everybody has to now self-reflect on the part they played, what you did, what you didn't do, what you said, and what you didn't say. Is this a reaping what you sow kind of energy that just came out? Let's see. Spirit, show me what is in for the future for the collective in this 9-9 portal and every day moving forward. Spirit, show me truth and clarity of what is the outcome throughout the end of whatever this was. We don't. We're good. Alright, let's see. I have the Queen of Swords, Five of Pentacles. Queen of Swords, you are leaving people, places, and things in the past. You are releasing what no longer has served you, or you already have released what no longer served you. So the Queen of Swords has already closed the cycle. Seven of Wands, Five of Pentacles. You did what you did. You said what you said. You acted how you acted. And so now I guess to leave you out in the cold. Five of Swords, Seven of Swords. Somebody in here is now taking a look back at their past actions, what they did, how they did it, and intentionally did it. Five of Swords to the Seven of Swords. You knew what you were doing when you did it. And that's why you got left out in the cold. Page of Wands, Seven of Swords. You You had the desire to betray somebody. That's what you wanted to do. You wanted to move it into a different direction while hurting somebody else. The Tower to the Seven Swords. And everything is falling apart in your life. Dang, you reap what you sow. Now moving forward. Let's move forward, Spirit. Moving forward, what can we expect? Three of Pentacles, Tower in the reverse. A marriage, a commitment, somebody rebuilding here. A marriage, a commitment, a partnership, being rebuilt from the ground up, starting over. The Queen of Pentacles, starting over, rebuilding, starting from the bottom up, but in a commitment, whether to yourself, whether to a partner that comes into your life, but you are destined to rebuild, start over on a firm foundation. King of Cups in reverse to the Queen of Pentacles. What? Show me the King of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles. What is the King of Cups in reverse to the Queen of Pentacles? The Ace of Cups to the Queen of Pentacles? Queen of Pentacles is going to be rebuilding with a King of Cups in reverse who's emotionally unintelligent. Connected to somebody from your past. Or a King of Cups in reverse wants to rebuild with the Queen of Pentacles confirmation. A King of Cups in reverse wants to rebuild with the Queen of Pentacles on a firm foundation. The Four of Swords to the Queen of Pentacles. But the Queen of Pentacles has laid the situation to rest. Queen of Swords, Queen of Pentacles. Oh my God. Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Swords is not playing. The Queen of Swords, Queen of Pentacles is somebody sitting on her throne in her power. Like, what are you talking about? Like, I'm not about to play with you. Uh-oh. What is it? Okay. Oh, my God. I don't know if this is a past person, somebody you're going to meet. This is the Queen of Pentacles reading. Queen of Pentacles to Queen of Pentacles. And you will not believe what I separated. The King of Pentacles, counterparts. The King and the Queen of Pentacles. Oh, wow. So there's a partnership coming in with the commitment to rebuild. Four of Pentacles to the Queen of Pentacles. Somebody wants the Queen of Pentacles to give to a situation. To give to what? A commitment? Two of Swords, Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles, you are on the board. You are here speaking your truth. You are not blinded by anything. You see, you know, you understand. You've been through experiences to where you had to learn. Could have been through a lot of experiences, had to learn from a lot of multiple situations. But in your Queen of Pentacles energy, it's almost like whatever you went through has taught you to become who the person you are. This didn't change who you were, but it just taught you how to move, how to interact, who to trust, and how to stand 10 toes down for you. Like the Queen of Pentacles knows her worth, knows her value, knows what her boundaries are, what she likes, what she dislikes, and had to go through life lessons, a lot of life lessons to experience what this was, what this is. A Queen of Pentacles is not settling for less than what she deserves. And the Emperor in reverse is in regret for how he left you out in the cold. The Emperor in reverse lied with the Ace of Swords in reverse. The Emperor in reverse did not bring truth and clarity to the situation. The Emperor in reverse wanted to control the narrative of the situation. The Emperor could not control a Queen of Pentacles, so decided to go to a situation to where the devil was. So the Emperor in reverse was connected to the devil. The Emperor was in a relationship with the devil. Oh, that's scary. Or the Emperor could have just had like dark thinking, dark thoughts, just been in a dark energy with himself. The Seven of Pentacles to the devil. This is investing in just doing toxic things, negative things, hurting people, places, and things, being selfish, self-centered, being prideful about it too. You know, and with the devil is the caster of illusions, you know, so whatever illusions was said in this situation, it was an illusion. The Magician to the devil. Jesus. This person's a warlock. This person does magic. This person does dark magic. And look what came out and got left out of the crowd. Baby, you must be in regret now. You must, I'm hearing Toya, you must regret the day that you left me. Toya featuring Ludacris. Listen to this song. And guess what? The devil, this person turned demonic because this person was once an angel. Oh my God, the Lovers. Now the Lovers is spiritual, a spiritual connection. But because this person wanted to be in devil energy, this person just decided, what, you can just switch up and be in devil energy? What? And you just want to be in karma? You just want to live in illusions? You want to live in fantasy land? You don't want what God has destined for you. You don't want the abundance. You don't want the success. You don't want the wealth, the power. You know, you want to be in the illusion of power. But in a spiritual connection, the Most High, the Divine, blesses you with those gifts to have, to use them for good and prosperity and abundance and more wealth. You generate more wealth, but it's living in a purpose that is divine, that is truth and honesty and clarity and being committed and being a leader, standing up as a leader, being looked as a leader, especially for an Emperor reverse. This person, instead of just following a divine path, this person decided to follow a demonic path, which is the Lovers, you know, the opposite end is the Divine Feminine in her Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Swords energy. Automatically, I'm going to say Empress energy because those two queens came out when it's like that. This could be a soulmate, twin flame connection, something deep spiritual. But this person decided to go against God's will and lure themselves into what they're going through with this Queen of Wands, who's creating a lot of conflict, a lot of confusion. It's not peaceful. It's not happy. It's not welcoming, you know. Especially at the end of the day, you know, collective, we are all humans of interactions. We are all humans of ever consuming. We always, at the end of the day, we always want to come home to where it feels safe, where it's secure, where it's loving, where I know when I'm at home, I'm at home. This is the kind of this energy to where it's not a happy home. It's a lot of problems. There's a lot of issues. It's a lot of turmoil, conflict, confusions, delusions, a lot of negative emotions. How do you expect to be in a home to be able to lay your head down at night and rest peacefully in a house like this? That's the question. I couldn't live here. I'd have to set the house on fire, baby. I'm out. I'm gone. I'm not about to live like this. Please. Did we just say this collective, Queen of Pentacles? Because, you know, I'm part of the collective too. Here we are. Ace of Cups. To thine own self be true. To where we are doing self-love, and anything that's going to be reciprocal is what we are going to give to any Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Swords energy. Anything outside of an Ace of Cups, you're out of there. So you healed from a betrayal. A lot of communication came out about a betrayal that you had to heal from. A lot of things were communicated through you, to you, for you about the betrayal, in which you released the situation. What you thought was going to be ultimate happiness, what you thought was going to be wish fulfillment, you had to release that. You knew it was just toxic. I mean, if the person was an Emperor reverse, you could have seen this person for who they were. You could have observed this person, gave this person multiple chances, after chances, after chances. And not only that, in a lover situation, you know, you have to be a friend first. You know what I'm saying? In order to fall in love with somebody, you have to be a friend. This person couldn't even be a friend. And so you had to, if this person walked away from you, this person thought they did something. The whole time it was in your energy that this person was able to have peace, have abundance, have success, have opportunities and growth and warm people surrounded by this person. If this person walked away from you and thought they did something, baby, when you called your power back, I think this person realized who really was the prize. Now, Ace of Pentacles to the Seven of Swords in reverse. This person could have backstabbed you behind your back that you didn't even know about. And so you walked away from somebody that was immature, very childish, very immature. Page of Cups in reverse. This person did not make you a stable offer. This person came from a childish mindset, childish behavior. You had to walk away from it because it was toxic. It was very childish and immature. So the cycle closed. I can see the cycle has closed. Collective, I'm part of this too. The cycle is closed. Five of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. Exactly. Look, you left this person out in the cold so you could work on whatever your dreams, whatever your aspirations, whatever you wanted to, whatever you wanted, whatever you deemed what success looked like for you. You could have wanted success with this person, but this person didn't show up for you like you needed them to be, whether that's supportive, whether that's reciprocal, emotional, mental, financial. You could have poured more into the situation than what this person gave back to you. And I think for then it kind of changed the way that you were looking at this person. Um, and I'm gonna reflect on this too because it has happened for me. I think for me, when I started to see things, right, and I was getting like the downloads and the visions, and yeah, I mean, I told this person what I was seeing and what was going to happen because it was new to me, but everything that I was seeing was coming true, right? But I got this like notion something was going on, right? And so, like at times, I did stay quiet. I did a lot of observing. Um, I saw the situation for what it was. Before love, I was just looking for a friend, somebody that was for me, I was looking for a male friend. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that was going to um help me grow as an individual, try to help me see from a man's perspective, because before that, it was so hard for me to stand in masculine energy and stand on business and tell people how I felt, and really just, how my masculine is just focused and things like that. They come off strong and powerful, protective, things like that. I was looking for that, and then I encountered one that turned out to be like this situation. So I can completely understand. For me, I paused. I took some steps back, and I saw the situation for what it was. Not only that was people like around me were coming, telling me about that person, you know what I'm saying, and what that person was doing. And it was kind of hard to believe it at first, right? Because I did not want to believe it. Um, no, I wanted to see things from a different perspective and defend the person and know that the person was going to be able to heal and change and grow with me. And then in the future, what happens is what happens. But again, I was in something like this too, but honey, I had to heal because, in the Queen of Pentacles, Empress energy, I look for growth, success, level up, just knowledge. I'm a Scorpio too, so I definitely dive deep in the knowledge of the unknown, the mysteries of the deep. I'm intrigued by that. So I think for me, this person was not willing to go any deeper with me than as far as that I could take them. And so, along with everybody else in my life, this is not an insult, but I had to drop them off where I picked them up at. You know what I'm saying? And when a person walked away, right? Um, the one thing that we do in love is we are going to chase after the ones that we love in the beginning. But when it starts to show that somebody is not reciprocating, whether even in a friendship, if somebody's not reciprocating the same love and support, we have no other choice but to close the door. That you're just not the person I'm supposed to be with. And then we move forward, right? Okay, so you're moving forward, Queen of Wands. Now that I've explained this, if your story resonates with that, hopefully you would understand, but you just still keep moving forward. Yeah, you close the cycle, the world, to the Chariot. And you left this person behind. And of course, this is just like turning up. And, you know, they say like when we pass away and we go in front of God to be judged, you know, our names are written in the book of life, right? So, and I've seen the vision too, where God looks at my book of life, right? And he goes through my story. I relive my life in the spiritual world. I've seen my whole life flash before me. I kind of see, you know, where my future is going to be, how it goes, and things like that. So I know spiritually. Um, but when God is reviewing my life and he looks at this certain time in my life where I interacted with somebody that turned out that I love, but turned out to be so negative, so toxic, you know, it is with God's own understanding of the actions that were taken in this to where judgment comes into play, right? And then we turn right now we're just living the chapters of our lives. What God has written for us is already written. We're just living it out, turning each page at the same time until we have to once again end a chapter and move into a new one, which is where we are at now, collective. We have closed the cycle on this. We turned the page. We're not going back revisiting these chapters. We're just turning the page for a new one. Can this person come back and create another love story in this next chapter? Who knows? But in this, life begins again for Queen of Pentacles and Empress energy, the divine feminine energy. No, justice from the Emperor in reverse. Who lied, who cheated, who manipulated, who cannot move on from this situation. So this person cannot move on from the situation. Okay. Spirit, why can't this person move on from this situation? Why can't this person move on from this situation? Nine of Swords to the Tower in reverse. Regretting why they did not build with you. Why can't this person? Ten of Swords, Ten of Cups in reverse. Because they betrayed you. Again, Queen, Divine Feminines, we're always going to know who is who. We read energy very well. Psychic, intuitive, loving. We can be the Queen of Cups. We can be the Queen of Swords. We can be the Queen of Pentacles. We can be the Queen of Wands. But when we encounter people, you know, it's for a reason, a season, a lifetime. But when you encounter that one person that you know that was supposed to go on this journey, that's who your person is, you knew it. They may not have seen it, but you know it. You do everything in alignment with God's purpose. This person did not. They chose the devil. And so, kind of sabotage. I mean, really bad. We've all felt the betrayal. Each and every one of us in this divine feminine energy, we all felt that betrayal. It hurts, especially by the person that you knew was your partner, your divine partner, the divine masculine. But because this person wanted to be the emperor in reverse and the king of swords sideways, and wanting to be a king of wands, you know what I'm saying? What does that look like? And it almost looks like somebody that does not know who he is, what he wants, where he wants to go in life. Very indecisive, very going from place to place looking for success. The whole time, success was in investment. What do you, this King of Swords, King of Wands, Emperor reverse, like, maybe they don't know about budgeting and investing. I'm not sure. I mean, maybe this person should take a class on budgeting and I don't know, investing and things that look. Dang. The Knight of Swords, the Knight of Wands, and the Seven of Wands. The Knight of Wands in reverse, the Seven of Wands, and the Knight of Swords in reverse. Blocked from taking any action, blocked from doing something, blocked from coming in, speaking, blocked. Again, this person is in the last chapter. Four of Wands in reverse. This person's body, mind, and soul is out of alignment in all three places. Body, mind, and soul, each one is out of alignment. When we self-actualize, we get in tune with body, mind, and soul. Who we are as a person, how we rely on resources, who we surround ourselves with, how does our mind think logically to create? How does our mind think spiritually to get through certain obstacles and adversity? How does our soul speak to us when we're surrounded by family, friends, relationships, partners, anything like that, job and career? So this person's body, mind, and soul is out of order, like it's misplaced. And the Wheel of Fortune. This person may be experiencing things not being favorable in their favor. Things just not working out the way that this Emperor reverse wants to work it out. I think Spirit is saying to try to release control. Just how and if you're open to feedback, and I just shared this on my Facebook reading. The earth was created by the universe, right? So things had to move according to the universe, how it flowed to create planets, the galaxy, the solar system, things like that, the stars, the moons. When the earth was created, then life was formed, right? So things had to move naturally, in tune, in tandem with the universe. Everything is ever so flowing. Things are going to happen how they happen because that's how life is. Life is ever moving, evolving, changing, growing, whatever. Money could be another perspective. Money moves, it grows, it changes, it's the same type of way. In this situation, anytime control is inserted into something that flows naturally, it is always going to be an interruption. Anytime we possess control over something, because we're always consuming, right? When we try to control the situation, do you ever notice how it just doesn't work out in our best favors? And the best of our favors because we try to control it. And then once that doesn't work out, we're always on to the next, trying to control something else. Not seeing that releasing control is what is going to allow me to align myself with the universe. Just like the planets, the sun, the moon, everything is. That's how life flows. Water, the seasons, winter, spring, summer, fall. Nobody controls these things, so they flow accordingly. This is the type of person that does not allow things to flow accordingly. They like to insert control, authority. This could be a person with ego and pride as well. Like to dictate what ego and pride is to them. This person could be some sort of like almost like this person, you would think like this person was some sort of like movie star or music star personality, right? wanting the lights, the camera, the actions, and always trying to control that situation in order to have lights, camera, action. Instead of the universe just allowing you to be authentically himself as the star to be in the lights, camera, actions, this person has to force things for them to work out. And then they don't work out. King of Pentacles to the Justice. Show me the King of Pentacles, Spirit. Who is this King of Pentacles? Show me the King of Pentacles. The Hangman. What is the King of Pentacles Hangman? The King of Wands to the Page of Pentacles. Oh, wow. Somebody here is actually, wow, doing work on themselves, seeing themselves for who they truly are, working on the changes that they need to make in order to become a better person for himself. Oh, no, bad. With the King of Wands, King of Pentacles, somebody is standing in their power, no longer wanting to be so toxic anymore, so controlling anymore. Just somebody that, to thine own self be true. I think this person is starting to come into terms with self-actualization. This could be a pivotal point in this person's life if they are actually going to self-actualize or if they are going to remain in the same toxic energy that gets them nowhere. This lesson could have pushed this person to go into, let's say, like even a spiritual awakening, and there's so many stages to a spiritual awakening. It's not nothing nice. But in a spiritual awakening, this would be the experiences of a spiritual awakening. It's the betrayal. It is the hurt, the pain, the anger, the understanding of something that you love the most could hurt you so bad, but it awakens you to become who you need to be as a person. And it's how do I say this? It's in order to regain peace, happiness, freedom, it's going through the process before you actually start self-actualizing into who you are, your purpose, what you're here to do, what you're meant to do, and actually living in your purpose, sitting on the throne, manifesting the life that you always wanted. And then later on, you'll look back and, you'll be able to reflect on where you've been and how far you had to do the work to see where you're at now. It's wonderful. So very grateful to see that this person is actually going through a spiritual awakening. And then I got Shy playing in the background. And if I ever fall in love. Oh, Lord. All right, Spirit, show me what is Shy. If I ever fall by Shy with the King, with the Page of Pentacles. What is this? What is this Page of Pentacles? Show me what I need to see. Judgment. This person is being called upon by the Most High. Everything that is happening to this person is between this person and the Most High. So, I'm going to get off of this because this is not something, this is for this person's journey. Maybe later on it'll come out in the readings what happens to this person. But Spirit is saying this is between him and God. I can't go any further with this. I can't tell you the outcome because, again, this person's journey and healing starts with the spiritual awakening, and I am not allowed to tap into anybody's energy without their permission. So I'm going to leave that right there, but kudos to this Emperor reverse that's going through the healing stages. Spirit ancestors, Most High, please give me the truth and the clarity in this situation. What is this? Oh, we do have a situation. Uh-oh. Okay. While this person's going through a spiritual awakening, there's somebody else in this person's background. Another energy. A Queen of Swords in reverse. And the Knight of Pentacles to the Eight of Swords. Somebody is rejecting this Queen of Swords in reverse's offer or something like that. Somebody's rejecting. Regretting not leaving this person in the cold. This Queen of Swords was also a Queen of Wands in reverse. There was a lot of lies, a lot of unspoken truths and deception in the situation, in which it kept a person bounded to somebody else. Yeah. This person is taking back their power. So this is almost like a person calling back their power and releasing the power that they held on to that person. The Three of Pentacles in reverse. To the Seven of Wands. There could be a lot of arguing, a lot of fighting, a lot of disagreements right now. They're very unbalanced. But this King of Swords is standing in his truth about this Nine of Pentacles. And is not, and doesn't want to be in that type of energy anymore. Okay, so how does this Queen of Swords and this Queen of Wands in reverse taking this? How is this person taking this? Oh my God. The King of Swords is bringing a tower to this Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands in reverse. Look. This person is this person is giving this Queen of Swords, this Queen of Wands in reverse a tower. Wanting to balance out a situation is causing a tower in somebody else's life. Because somebody wants to be seen, celebrated, heard. Somebody wants to stand on big business. They want to be the CEO of their own life. Somebody feels heavily burdened by how they invested in partying, committing to multiple people, things like that. This person's carrying a lot of burdens, dealing with multiple people, partying, doing what they do. Knight of Pentacles. Every time this person would be partying and out here with all these people, this person was just picking up another wand and another wand. Every time this person was moving like this person was just picking up another burden and another burden and another burden. And now this person has 10 of Wands. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. I don't even think I need to explain how much it took from this person. It could have took from this person mentally. It could have took from this person emotionally. It could have took from this person spiritually, financially, sexually, whatever it is. The time may have been good, but then as this person reflects, even though the time was good, it took more from. So this person's paying a cost. This person paid a cost. Page of Cups in reverse. What is this immature childish behavior? What is this immature childish? This person is walking away from the situation. This came out in reverse. I'm not going to flip it because it came out in reverse. This person is walking away to release the burdens, this person is just releasing the mental, emotional thoughts that keep this person so held back into something that's costing them. The Ace of Cups in reverse to the Nine of Swords. This person could have thought that they were going to be successful with this dynamic, but it turned out that there was no success in the situation, and it's making this person feel heavily burdened. Again, if we go back to the forwarding of this, this person did have the Ace of Pentacles with the Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. But they decided to go to illusions, conflicts, karma, negative, toxic thinking, behaving, acting, doing. The Ace of Pentacles comes from the Most High. You don't see the devil's hand here. This is the Most High that gives you the Ace of Pentacles. This person chose the devil. Hopefully it's grasping for this person of, be mindful of the people, places, and things that you interact with and how it can change your mindset, your personality, your growth, your success, what you deemed as love. Everybody has their own perception of love, but if this is what love is to you, maybe you had to go through this to get more in tune. This person may have had to go through this to get in more tune with their feminine side, which is more of the emotions. This person could be very emotional at this time. This is only getting you to balance out your masculine and feminine energy. That's what the spiritual awakening is actually going to do, to where you're going to know who to love, when to love, how to love them. You'll understand, because it'll show, you'll see it for what it is and not what you perceive it to be. You could have perceived going to this devil as the Ace of Pentacles upright, but again, God does not give an Ace of Pentacles to the devil. the devil would only abuse the Ace of Pentacles. The Most High is always going to give the Ace of Pentacles to people that live in a righteous mindset, that has integrity, does no harm, recognizes the error of the ways, and changes to evolve into a version of higher self. For this masculine, I will say, I will be quite impressed reading tarot cards on the masculine that's going through the spiritual awakening to when he actually self-actualizes into his higher self, and the opportunities and what's in store for him. But again, this masculine has to go through it. Whether or not they go through it, I don't know. Baby. Okay. And I'm going to close this one out here too. So this masculine wants to, and let me cover this up, but this came out upright. I'm just covering it up. To the Lovers, to the Knight of Swords. This person is working on coming back into a lover situation after being stuck for so long, wanting a new beginning. This person is still carrying secrets that are still toxic, but they are no longer heartbroken, and they want this Ten of Pentacles, but they don't feel like the commitment is going to work and that they will be back on top again. This person could be thinking about the Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Swords energy, and getting back into an alignment, getting back into union again, maybe questioning if it's going to work and if it's not. Again, that's just not for my energy to pull because I don't have permission. So collective, I'm just leaving this reading right here. This was just a midweek. Spirit asked me to do a reading. I did it. So, with love and light, I love each and every one of you. And until I see you again, I will see you guys on another one.